Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you a fast drive football game today. This was a Dick Butkus tribute game, sadly, last night prior to Thursday Night Football, which was on Amazon Prime, featuring the Bears. Chicago Bears icon Dick Butkus passed away just before the game started. Quite a game, though, for Chicago. Bears 40, Commanders 20. Justin Fields and DJ Moore really shined in that game. And today, let's focus on one of the great NFL icons, Dick Butkus. Dick Butkus went to Illinois University, and there was an All-American. He played two positions. He was a two-way player. He played center and middle linebacker. And I remember watching 2 or 3 games. I was about 10 years old. Illini games, and I remember thinking about and hearing the commentators talk about Dick Butkus. Not only did they know he was going to be an NFL player, he was going to be an NFL star. He was that good at Illinois. They had one good team in Illinois in 1963, I believe. They won the Big Ten championship and also won the Rose Bowl game. Butkus was drafted 3rd overall in the NFL draft to the Chicago Bears, and of course he stayed with the Bears his entire career. And there he was a ferocious tackler and a very skilled middle linebacker for the Chicago Bears. Today on Fast Drive Football, he's going to take on a very tough team, the Green Bay Packers, 1966 NFL champions, Super Bowl champions, 12-2. The Bears in 1966 were 5-7-2. Green Bay is going to be bringing some stars, such as Bart Starr, Paul Hornung, Jim Taylor, but also they have their own great middle linebacker, Ray Nitschke, as well as Willie Wood in the defensive backfield. And of course, the 1966 Bears also featured Gale Sayers, the Kansas Comet. All right, Dick Butkus will be overlooking our field today. The captains are in the middle of the field for the coin toss. I'll roll the decider die, and if the die comes up yes, the Bears will win the toss. It says no, Green Bay elects to defer. They will kick to Chicago, although in those days I think they usually took the ball, but I'll do what's normal today. Although last night, the Bears won the toss on Thursday Night Football, and they took the ball and marched it down and scored a touchdown with DJ Moore. All right, we're ready for the kickoff. Let's change our field arrangement. We roll 2 dice. Read the black die first for the kickoff. It's a 45, and Chicago will be in average field position to start their first drive. 12 clicks, this is our clock. 12 clicks is a quarter. This represents a quarter, Bears score, and the score of the Green Bay Packers. All right, here we go. First drive of the game is a 1-4-6. 1-4-6 is a staunch defense, and Green Bay has a staunch defense. Key tackle by linebacker Ray Nitschke. Keeps the offense out of scoring range. The Bears must punt. All right, Packers are back to receive the punt. And here is the punt. It's a 41 roll. And 41 is a average field position. And Bart Starr and his Packers come out on the field to start their first drive of the game. And my first mistake of the game is I did not read the die for the clock reading, so I'm going to re-roll the black die to get a clock reading. It's three off the timing. All right, the Green Bay Packers offensive roll. Now let's read that clock right away. 4 is 2 clicks off the clock, and 1-4-6 roll. We read them in ascending order. 1-4-6 is a staunch defense. semi-active defense. Ball carrier stiff arms the linebacker, I'm assuming not Dick Butkus, for a touchdown run. Touchdown for Green Bay. We'll see who did that touchdown run. So 22 rushing touchdown is Elijah Pitts. Extra point will be good. 11 through 66. If it's 11, there's a chance it's blocked if it says yes. Here's the extra point kick is good. Green Bay goes up 7-0 over the Bears. All right, Green Bay is back to kick to Chicago. They have an electric kick return. Here's the kick. 2-5 is average field position. And the Bears take over, now down by a touchdown. 1 click off the clock, halfway through the first quarter. Excuse me, 136 is 136 is the roll. Prolific offense, no. Stiff defense, no. And once again, the Chicago Bears must punt. Green Bay's back to receive the punt. Roll is a 23. And that's a booming punt by Chicago. Puts the Packers back in the shadows of their own goalpost in poor field position. Here is their drive. 2 is 2 clicks off the clock. And we rolled a 1-2-2. Home defense or undisciplined offense. That's correct. It is a home defense. So it is a punt backed up. Packers fail to move the ball. The Bears punt return is not electric. 46, punt backed up, is a long punt, but negated by a nice return. And the Bears have the ball in great field position. All right, Rudy Butkus is the quarterback for Chicago. 5 is the timing die. 1, 2, 3 clicks off the clock. Minute 15 seconds to go in the first period. 1, 2, 5 is the roll for the Chicago offense. Solid offense, semi-solid, but they don't get the decider ball dice. It says no, so in this case, it's not solid. Punishing defense, no. Once again, Chicago fails to move the football, and they're going to have to punt. All right, 4-3 is average field position, so caught and returned. Green Bay takes over. This will probably be the last roll of the first quarter. And we roll 2 clicks. 3 is 2 clicks. And we go to the second quarter. The score is Green Bay 7 and Chicago 0. 3-4-6 is the drive roll. 3-4-6 is great field position. No. Erratic offense. No. Disciplined defense. No. Green Bay moves the football, but the drive stalls, and they will attempt a field goal. All right, to hit the field goal, Green Bay will have to roll a let's see, field goal and extra point. This Don Chandler kicking it, they have to roll 11 through 33 for it to be good. The kick is up and away, 62. It is no good, and Chicago will take over in average field position. Right, the Bears ball. 2 is 2 clicks off the clock. 2-5-6 is the drive roll. Great field position, no. Home or disciplined offense. They are the home offense. Mistake-free drive leads to a scoring opportunity. Chicago will attempt a field goal. The kicker is Roger Leclerc, and 11 through 43, it will be good. Kick is 41, and it is good, and the Bears are on the board. It is Green Bay 7 and Chicago 3. Right. Bears will kick to Packers. Here's the kick. 4-4 roll is average field position. Sorry, I hit one of the cameras. Mark Star, and here's Green Bay offense. Rolls 3 clicks off the clock. 3. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. 1-2-5 is the roll. Solid offense? No. Punishing defense? No, but Green Bay must punt. 63 is the punt. And that is great field position for Chicago. A nice return. It has been a defensive first half. There's the roll for Chicago. That 6 is 4 clicks off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I use the optional rule. If I roll another 6, I'll take 2 more off. It didn't. But let's see. Are they inefficient? Semi-inefficient, but no on the decider dice. So when this drive is done, there'll be 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. 1-2-6 is the drive roll. Reliable offense or meek defense. And neither one of those are true. Shaky offense. Aggressive defense. It is an aggressive defense. Intercepted by Green Bay. And we roll 1 die to resolve the interception. That's a 6 roll. Another roll. 4, 5, or 6, it'll be a pick 6. Otherwise, great field position. It is a pick 6 touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. Extra point kick, 11 through 64 is good. And the score goes to Green Bay 14 and Chicago 3. That Rudy Butkus interception is devastating here at the end of the first half. Right here's the kickoff to Chicago. 6-6 roll, I think, is still just average. Unless the returner is electric, he's in the open. So we'll roll in the open die. That's a 5. Nobody's going to catch him. It is a touchdown return by Chicago. And the Bears closed the gap to 14-9. On to kick the extra point is, let's see, Roger Leclerc. It'll be good, 11 through 64. 54 it is, up and it's good. No time off the clock on the kick return. It's now Green Bay 14 and Chicago 10. Bears will kick off. Green Bay's offense is not inefficient or efficient. Here's the kick. Average field position. They'll have to get 2 or less on the timing die for this drive to count. And they get 2 clicks. So this will be the last drive of the first half. It is a 2-3-3 roll. Let's see what they get. 2-3-3 solid offense? No. Mild defense? No. And the Bears pick off this pass. Interception. It's a 2. Defender is tackled immediately after the pick. Opponent has the ball in average field position. That's it for the end of the first half. Got a ball game here in Chicago's Wrigley Field. Third quarter, the score is Green Bay 14 and Chicago 10. All right, the Bears will have to kick off to start the second half. And they'll be kicking to Green Bay. Here's the roll. Kick is average field position. Green Bay starts over at halftime. 3 clicks off the clock. And it's a 3-5-5 roll. Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, no. Punt, coffin corner. So the Packers move the ball, but the drive stalls. And here is their punt. The roll is 13. That might be something. Punt returner is hit as he fields the ball. Fumbles. And 6 is returner recovers his own fumble for average field position for, so Chicago survives what could be a really game-changing turnover. But their offense has the ball. They will start off on the 25-yard line. Here's the roll. 2 clicks off the clock. 2-2-5 roll. Dull offense. Yes, semi-dull. They got the S on the decide or die. I'd imagine the play calling is too easy to defend. And once again, out comes the Bears punter. 6-1 on the punt is average field position. So a good change of the field, not bad. Green Bay takes over for the first time, or second time in the third quarter, where it starts offense, chews up some time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will re-roll the 6 to see if we get another 6. And we do. 7-minute drive. So it's a 5-5-6 drive result. Poor field position, no. Efficient drive capped off by a short pass for a touchdown. Mark Starr throws a touchdown pass. 5-5 is a receiver. That's tight end Marv Fleming with the touchdown. That makes the score 20-10. And the extra point kick, 1 through 64. 65 is no good. Extra points, no good. So that's where the score stays. Packers 20, Bears 10. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff to Chicago. 54 is average field position for the Bears. And Chicago comes out on the field. They have not scored an offensive touchdown. They're looking for answers. Here at the first step of the fourth quarter here, behind by 10 points. 2 clicks off the clock takes us into the fourth quarter. Score is Green Bay 20, Chicago 10. 2-4-5. Dynamic offense or soft defense. Neither one's true. Porous offense. No. Chicago moves the ball a little bit, but the drive stalls, and they will try a coffin corner kick to pin the Packer offense back. All right, here's the kick. 5-5 is average field position, so that did not work out too well. Maybe they need to start thinking about going for it on fourth down. All right, here we go. Green Bay rolls a 4. That's 2 clicks off the clock. 1, 2, 4 is the roll. Season prior to 2014, yes, it is. Quarterback throws into coverage. Interception by Chicago. This is the second Butch Stark pass they picked off. It's the results of the interception with a roll of 3. Defender has a modest return before sliding to the ground. Average field position for Chicago. All right, 9 minutes left in the game. Rudy Butkus leads the Bears offense. He rolls a 2-click drive. 8:45 left in the quarter. 2-3-3 roll. Solid offense. Yes, it is semi-solid. You get the decider die. Pocket holds up. Pass complete, improving the field position. Chicago will get a shot at kicking a field goal. Roger Leclerc is the field goal kicker. 11 through 43, the kick will be good. It is up and away, and it is good. Field goal for the Bears gets them within one score. Green Bay 20 and Chicago 13. Here's a kick to Green Bay, 64, average field position. Actually, in those days, I've been putting them on a 25 because that's what happens now, but they started on the 20. We'll say it was a return and just put them on a 25. Green Bay's drive takes 2 clicks off the clock. 6:15 left in the game. 1-3-6 is the roll. Prolific offense? No. Stiff defense? No. Packers got a punt, and the Bears, down by 1 score, will get the ball back. All right. 43 is the roll on the punt, and that is average field position for Chicago. Here's your drive roll. This is an important roll, and it's going to take a lot of time off the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're doing the optional rule. If we roll another 6, this drive won't count. We don't. 2-4-6 is the roll. Dull offense. Semi-dull, but they get no on the decider die. So we'll go to the next one. Runner turns the corner, has nothing but daylight. Touchdown run for the Chicago Bears. 20-19. We're going to line up for an all-important extra point kick. Roger Leclerc is good on 11 through 64. They did not have a 2-point play in the NFL in those days, so they have to kick it. 36 is good, and our game is tied. 20-20, 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the regulation. Chicago kicking to Green Bay, 6-6 roll. That's going to be, let's see, the Packers. Oh, okay. They do not have, if that was Chicago, they have an electric punt return. We saw that with Eckerbring earlier in the game. But 6-6 for Green Bay, they do not have an electric kick return. So that result is return team electric. No, returner is in the open, so he's not electric, so he's not in the open. But Green Bay will take over after a nice return in great field position. They're going to have to roll. They're not efficient, so they're not going to get help with clock management. They're going to have to roll a 1 for this drive to count. Let's just roll the timing dice by itself, and it does not count. Game ends. No, wait a minute. Game doesn't end. We could do a desperation play. I already tried to do a drive and didn't roll the time. So let me know in the comments if I'm doing this wrong. But since I tried to do a drive, I think that's the end of the game since we didn't hit the right number for the clock. So we go to overtime. Captains meet on the field. This is sudden death, overtime. And we will roll to see who gets the football. If we roll yes, Chicago, the home team, wins the toss. We roll no, Green Bay wins the toss. Chicago wins the toss, and they will, of course, take the football. Green Bay's back to kick. 3-2. Chicago will start off in average field position. And here we go with the extra quarter of play. 2, 3, 4 is the drive roll. Dull offense. That is correct, but it's semi-dull. No on the decider dice. Staunch defense. Yes. Green Bay's defense shuts down the Chicago drive early, and they're going to have to punt. 56 is the punt back to Green Bay. 56 is average field position for the Packers. Right here is their first drive in overtime. And once again, I forgot to check the clock, so I'm going to re-roll the timing die. 3 is 2 clicks. If we run the quarter off before somebody scores, then the game will end in a tie. Green Bay's drive is 3 clicks off the clock. 1, 2, 3. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left, 45 seconds left in overtime. 3-3-5 is the drive roll for the Packers. Great field position, no. Drive stalls just out of field goal range. Coffin corner punt. 25 is poor field position for Chicago in the shadows of their own end zone. Chicago takes over. We roll 2 clicks off the clock. 2, 3, 4 is the roll. Dull offense. Once again, they are semi-dull, but they get no on the decider die. But staunch defense. Inescapable gang tackle puts a stop to the drive. And the Bears must punt. 63. Great field position for Green Bay. Remember, it only takes a field goal to win this game. 2 clicks off the clock puts us at 3:45 left in overtime. 2-3-6 is Green Bay's roll. 2-3-6. Prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. Packers can't move the ball, and they got a punt. 15 on the punt. I think that might be something. Roll 1d6 on a roll of 1 or 2, the punt's blocked. Otherwise, average field position. All right, 1 or 2, that punt will be blocked. And it fell off the table. We're going to roll again. Now 4, it's not blocked. So almost a huge break there by Chicago. But their offense takes over, average field position. 3 clicks left in overtime. This could be the final drive. They are inefficient. Let's roll the decider dice to see if that comes to play. Oh, yes, it does. So we have to add a click to this drive roll. 3 is 2, so 3 clicks. This is going to end the game. Let's see what the drive reads as. The drive will count. 1, 3, 4. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, no. But Chicago moves the ball. They're going to get a shot at a field goal to end overtime. Let me double check that result again. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Both columns didn't apply, and the third column is a field goal attempt. So here we go. This to win the game. Roger Leclerc comes on. Fans are on their feet. 11 through 43, the field goal will count. And in overtime, Chicago will upset the vaunted Green Bay Packers. Here's the kick. It is a 55, and it is no good. This game ends in a tie, 20-20, as time runs out on the overtime period. Your final score of the Green Bay Packers, 20. And the Chicago Bears, 20. Bears had two ties in 1966. Green Bay did not have any. That's your final score, 20-20. I knew a guy who, when I was in California and as athletic director in Los Angeles, one of our league teams had a head coach named Dan Pride, who was a former Chicago Bear linebacker in the 60s. He started 2 years for the Chicago Bears next to Dick Butkus. I was a pretty good friend with this player. His name was Dan Pride. And I asked Dan one time, what was it like to play on Dick Butkus' team? He talked about how ferocious he was on the field, but in the clubhouse, Dan Pride said he was a kitten. He was a mild-mannered guy in the clubhouse. We know he was married to his wife for 60 years, very loyal to his family, and all around a decent guy, but ferocious on the field. This has been our Dick Butkus tribute game. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.